Okay, so here we are in part 2 of my series on lesson 15, level 4. Moving down. Here is a feather sprite that should be floating down the screen. If velocity x makes the sprite move to the right, our x value moving left and right, can you find the block to make the feather move down? Find the block that will make the feather sprite go down the screen and use it outside the draw loop. So add your block here in the code. So I hit run to see what's going on. I got a feather here. It needs to be falling down the screen. So before, when I tried feather.x, that moved it to the right. So instead of changing the x value, let's change the y value. Feather.y. Remember, to move down, we want to use a positive number. And that'll make the feather move down. We're giving the y a velocity, right? We're setting the speed for y here to 2. If I want it to go faster, I just use a bigger number. Simple as that. Okay. Moving on to part 5. Level 5, I mean. Another drill here, another exercise. Level 5, you've already learned how to make your sprite spin by using the rotation block. For example, when you wanted your sprite to rotate by 2 degrees each time it was drawn, you put sprite.rotation, get sprite.rotation plus 2. Again, here we have the counter pattern. We put that inside the draw loop before. Now we can use rotation speed instead of the counter pattern here. We can use rotation speed to make it rotate a certain amount each time they are drawn. If you want your sun to rotate by 2 degrees each time it's placed, you would use sun.rotation speed gets 2 before the draw loop. So notice that difference here. When we're setting our speed, I'm no longer putting it in the draw loop because it's not redrawing something. It's literally setting the speed of the sun. It's a default value that is constant. It doesn't need to update constantly in our draw loop. So whatever value I set that to, that would make the sun rotate here. Without that block, this is what happens. So we got to make sure we have that block in there. Sun.rotation speed, whatever number we want to use, and then it rotates. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Moving on to level 6. In level 6, we're going to see some more use of this velocity idea applied to rotation speed. So you used rotation speed outside the draw loop to make your sprite rotate when your program started. You can use rotation speed inside the draw loop to change the speed during the game. So this rotation speed we can still place inside the draw loop, but we're only going to place something like rotation speed or velocity x in the draw loop when we're putting it inside an if block, if we want it to react to user input. So here I could put sprite.rotation gets a value of 3, and I want to set it on wheel. And I'm putting it inside if key went down space. So notice I hit run, nothing's happening. I'm going to press the space bar on my keyboard right down here, and it starts. And notice key went down space, right? Normally, when we did this with our counter pattern and I press the space bar, it would only move a little bit. Now it's starting the speed, and the speed is now set at 3, so it keeps going, and I'm not touching it. So this is a big advantage of velocity. The counter pattern, I would have to use different code and hold the button down. With this one, I can just press the button, and now it's going. And finally, part 7. Oh, 30 seconds left. I better hurry up. So in part 7, it's the same thing as the last one, flybot.velocity. So this is the code that I added here. Yours looks like this. Change velocity y of flybot, make it a negative number, and the bot will go up when you press space. And that's it.